Hi everybody, how are you doing? Hope you're all well and safe and having a great day. Unless you're one of those that dropped a message in the comments of one of the videos saying that you actually watch the videos at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, I hope you have a great day later on. Anyway, what have I been doing? I've been... no image. Let's get the image up quick. Where's it gone? There it is. What have I been doing? I have been painting in an app called Heavy Brush. New to me, not seen it before. I think it's been out a while. It's available on the iPad. I was using it on the iPad Pro. Very different to anything else. Whoever the designer is was thinking outside the box with this one. Even down to resizing the canvas. Unique. I downloaded the free version, and there are in-app purchases. I think it's just sort of unlock one or two features, but it's not sort of a rip-off in-app purchase thing. It's, you know, to purchase the app and everything that's in it. But I was just using the free version for this, and it's called Heavy Brush. I think you can see why. Look at those brush strokes. I came up with this sort of abstract off impressionist piece. I made it up as I was going along, no source material for it. But what did I think to the app? Let's find out. So this is Heavy Paint. This is what you see when you first open the program. I've literally spent no more than 5 minutes on it already, so it's a bit of an experiment. Basically, we've got a draw tool, a rectangle, a line. These all do different things, I guess, but we're going to explore them as we go. I don't like this sort of default size that they give you. That to me seems a little bit odd. So up here we've got these two little lines. Tap that. There's a few things that we can change. One of the things I've done, I'm not a big fan of the dark mode, so I've switched that off. And somewhere I saw it was for a lefty. Here we go. Look, I've already toggled that to a lefty for a left-handed person. And then to resize canvas, we touch that one, and it's on window, but I want to change this to custom, and then I can, it's the weirdest way I've ever seen of resizing a canvas, but on the other hand it's very visual, so you can just sort of guide it there. It tells you the pixel size as well. Well, that was quite cool. So you can sort of get the size of your canvas you want, telling us it's 2065 by 1355. I can make that as up to nearly 3000 pixels, so it's not too shabby as regards size. So let's do it, max out. Let's max the thing out. So that is my new canvas size. Obviously I can pick colors here. If I want to change the lightness or darkness of a color, use this slider here, and this, I guess, shows us the color that we are working with. So if I wanted to paint a sky, I've got draw. Let's go for a nice blue, and I've got sounds on as well. You can see we've got this sort of texture going. I can adjust that here. Color jitter it's called. So I can just have a straight color, or I can whack it right up. Get funky rainbow colors. And this is called Heavy Paint, so I guess it's not about finesse. And I think I'm going to just make something up, you know. I need a bit of jitter on there, I think. I'm not sure if I'm liking this a lot. I'm just inventing something. I don't know what yet. Let's go in for a building. Building here, make it a bit darker. Bit of a street thing going off. I'm not so sure the sounds sound like a pencil, but you're getting these really, I do like these kind of bold colours we're getting. Let's go for a reddy colour. Apparently we're going to have a building here. So we've got the light on this side. Let's get more to pure colour. So changing the size of the brush, I can use this slider here. So this is straight away, I'm realising this is quite a unique app. So if that's draw, and it pretty much looks to me like rectangles, but we've got a rectangle thing. What does that do? Oh, I see. So you can actually draw a rectangle. I won't be needing that one then, will I? Let's do that. Line. I guess that's going to give us a. I could see a use for that. Well, I could with a rectangle, really. I suppose we could do some sort of. It's a shame you can't sort of angle it at the bottom. That, you know, the brush stroke. I'm gonna have to turn that off. Doing my head in, man. Sound off. I understand why the developer has added a dongle to switch the sound on and off. So this is changing rapidly. What's this one? Fill. So I guess I can choose a colour and what do I do? Tap in there. Oh, right, okay. So we could have a little tree, a funky little tree. It works like, it feels like I'm using a vector app here. So we got some trees there. Chisel. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh. I've got the brush really maxed out so I can see the effects. I'm not so sure what I would want to use that for. Let's just undo that. Oh, panic me then. That must be maximum undos. Oh no, we can keep going. That's weird. Okay, chisel, what's this one? Eyedropper. Oh, that's got to be a colour picker. Yeah. Oh, so when you choose that, once you pick your colour, it goes back to your previous brush. Oh, if you use a chisel like that, I can see how you could. It's at an angle though. It doesn't change when you tilt the brush. Seems that you get so many undos and then, I don't know, some sort of memory issue going off. This is going to be a painting, I promise, when I finished. Eyedropper. Oh, I've done the eyedropper, we know what that is. Mix colours. What's that do then? I'm going back to the draw brush. Got mixed colours on. And oh, I see, it mixes colours that are already on the canvas. A bit like a blender, really, I suppose. Okay, this green's going to be a problem because I'll just switch that off. Get rid of that. Get back to my original idea of a building. Sun coming in on this side. This side will be in shade. There we go. So I now know what all the tools are. There's, if I touch this though, I discovered earlier that I can do blends and change the brush. So now I've got a blend, which is quite useful. Can I control the way? Pretty much. I'm guessing that there's two blends. Yeah, so we've got 4 blends, so we can choose a different blend to go a different way if we want. And I've got this brush, you know, really cranked up. I probably wouldn't want that. I ought to be making it. Oh, it does work on the tilt. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Let's go in with that mixing brush and just sort of mix some of these colours together. So the pavement mixes in with my building here. Let's build that. I like this. You know, this is my kind of painting because it's going to be. It's picker. Is it colour picker? Was it? Oh no, it's eyedrop, isn't it? Pick the colours. I've still got the blend thing going off. So I suppose that's the default brush. Yeah. Don't know what happened there. Let's start thinking about what I'm going to paint now. I've fiddled around with it. One thing I did do a few exports. I don't like the way that kind of just goes off randomly. I wonder if that's because of the that's probably better. I did do an export earlier of an image, and you can't, although you can save a PNG, this background isn't transparent, so you technically, because of the way the app's set up, I don't think you can do transparent PNGs. I'm just trying to find the right size for this. I'm going to put cobbles in here and have cobblestones. If you want to paint loose, this is the app. You're not going to get. Well, I suppose you could, because you could take it right down here, couldn't you, and do some fine detail. But I don't know. That seems to me not what it's really all about. What point does it go from fine line? Yeah, so you could do some sort of detail with that. So I could rough in this. Could rough in some guidelines for perspective or something. That would be the roof. I don't like the green colour I've got. Let's change the green colour. Then we could have some windows here, perhaps. Windows here. Maybe is this? It could be a high street. We could have a shop window, a door. Similar here, like this. More windows. Maybe another thing there. I'm thinking the perspective now is that's just get the blue in. Yeah, that makes that a bit more kind of realistic. I'll put pavement in there like that. This is I'm having a lot of fun. This is version I'm using is free, by the way. It's got an in-app purchase, but that is, as far as I can tell, is just to unlock some of the features. Like you're limited to how many pages you can have working, and I don't know, maybe one or two other things. I don't think it's one of those apps that sort of only offer you half of the features and then you got to pay for the rest. It's not, it's not kind of a rip-off model. Bit of shadow in it, so you can sort of get in here and put that in shade as well. We'll get that bit of the building in. Can get a bit of detail in if you want. I'm thinking that's the under eaves. Maybe we should have a sort of a slate coloured roof. That. And I'm just going to take that see called colour jitter off just for a second. For the mixer, let's mix some of these colours in. Just breaks that line up a bit. It's very interesting, really interesting. I want a more orangey colour. Oops. Well, I've got the mixer on. Oh man, what am I doing now? There's different. If you don't like this color picker, by the way, there's I've got the U-box selected, but we can go for HSV or RGB. I think I prefer that one. These windows, if they're going to get light on them, perhaps not quite that light. Turn the brush down in size a little bit. Keep it light, Steve. Keep it light. I like this slide in as much that you can work with greys and you're going to get the same tonal value, but it's annoying when you have to keep swapping it out. Oh, what did I do then? Draw settings. I don't know what I touched then. Stop fiddling with it. I want to paint this fascia sign in. A bit of the jitter back on. Could have a different colour one in here. It's fun. If you get this, it'd be really cool if you did any paintings, put them in Digital Easel. For those of you that don't know, Digital Easel is a Facebook group for digital artists that paint in a traditional style. So they're not really trying to, you know, do cartoons or gaming type graphics, but more traditional traditional media, but digitally. And a really friendly group. It's really it's getting it's building up. We've got it's not a massive community, but everybody's dead friendly, and people just post and share their stuff. I get to see everybody's paintings, and I don't always comment because you know, I just don't have time. I barely have time to comment on people's the comment on the YouTube videos, to be honest. But I do. I respond to every single comment, or I try to. If I do miss the odd one, I do apologise, but I do try to respond to every comment. This is looking all right, isn't it? And but it takes me a time. Sometimes, recently I've been building a patio in our garden, and that's kind of taken up a lot of my time. And recently I didn't respond to any comments for like nearly 2 weeks, and then it took me over a space of 3 days to catch up and actually reply to every comment. So I apologise for that, but sometimes real life kind of takes over and gets in the way. You know, I was saying apps kind of dictate the way you paint. This is one of them. This is definitely one of them. Yeah, so Digital Easel, if you're not a member, I would love to see you in there posting pictures. That would be really cool. It's a bit dark. Let's do some mixing. So if you want to get this app, you just go on to the Apple Store and search for Heavy Paint. That will take you straight to it. Seems to be. Oh, I've got the mixer on again. I don't want the mixer on. I could probably put the mixer on and just blend that in a bit. Let's whack the brush up. Ah, too much, man. Not quite that much. I just wanted to blend that a bit quicker. There we go. I think we need a shop window here, don't we? Another fascia board. Got the mix on. Maybe a sign. Could have a sign there. sticking out the wall. Different colour. Take that brush size down a bit. It seems to go from like huge to like a real hairline. Have a door there, couldn't we? Onto a window. Yeah. I love to mix colours at the base of things so that they kind of merge together. This is a play around. I imagine you could do something really, you know, quite cool with this. I want to put a tree. I think we need a tree dappling in here. So let's get a kind of wood colour, and should we have it sort of, I don't think this does layers. We've just got the one layer to work on. I'm not seeing anything. What's this? Nothing. So we've got to go for it. Take that mix off. You got to have a tree in the high street, haven't you? Just sort of just sets the whole scene. We can put a bit of green in there. Just mixing different colours in. Maybe a bit of blue. Right, I did see a really cool brush effect when I was looking at it earlier, and that's this one. Now when I paint, I pick a sort of a green, wipe the brush up. Let's have a big brush. Look at that, instant leaves. My tree. Some shadowy ones underneath. Maybe, is it autumn, do you think? Shall we get some orange ones on there? Yeah, definitely. Some orange leaves. And change that brush. I think we're done with that. Go back to, we've got lots of funky stuff, haven't we? What does this do? Change the brush size a bit and the colour. Gives you more of a, instead of a flat brush, it does look a little bit more painterly. Oh yeah, wrong colour though. I like it. Lost those trees in the background. I could bring that down, make that dark. Just sort of too much. I'll put a few more branches in there. I think I'm nearly done with it. I'm nearly done with this. I just want to try one or two more of these brushes. I think they're really funky. This one looks like it might give it some sort of texture. It's quite cool. Yeah. What else have we got? Well, we've got like an airbrush. I'm not interested in that. What's this one? Oh, I can see where you'd use it. Not for me. I tell you what, actually, let's just undo that and then put that on the tree. That might work. Really, almost abstract, impressionist piece. What else have we got? Done that one. Oh no, done that one. Let's try this. Oh, I like it. Not there, but I like it. I'm just thinking if I choose the eyedropper, pick that colour, just make it a little bit darker so it's a bit more subtle. Put a brush mark on. Bit too big, isn't it? Totally getting lost in this now. Stop, Steve, stop. I wonder how I'm going to sign it. I guess we could do that quite easy. Let's just change the brush back to... We didn't try the circle, did we? I bet you that'll be nice for signing it. But just before we sign it, let's just see what that paint's like. Oh yeah, okay. A little bit more organic once you start playing around with it. So let's just take that down. Bigger. See what, let's change the colour. Not that I'm vain or anything. Bigger. So what do I think? Do I like this app? I do. I like it a lot. I think it's really funky, a little bit different. Would I pay for it? Probably not. You know, you could set up brushes in Procreate to do this kind of thing if you wanted to spend the time on it, or you know, in any of the other apps that work like this. I like the interface. It's very different. The old feel of it is like no other app I've tried before, which is always refreshing and nice. But for the free version, it's absolutely brilliant. It would be nice if you could do a transparent layer, and if it had layers, it would be really cool. If you had a transparent layer, you could then be using it for t-shirt designs and things like that. It would be really, really cool. But it would make it a little bit more difficult because it doesn't have that transparent layer. Apart from that, I really like this. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Oh, I hope you like my little Steven animation that I did, asking you to like and subscribe. I had a lot of fun doing that. And if you're still with me at the end of the video now, maybe it would be nice if you give it a big thumbs up and like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I've got lots. Oh, I'm dinging that bell, because I've got lots of videos all about digital painting in a traditional way. And I would love to be sharing them all with you. So don't forget, everybody, stay safe, stay sane, and keep painting. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.